Hello everybody, this is Kyle of Church on a Budget PH, and today I'm going to show you our tech setup for January 2021. So ito yung pinaka-recent namin ngayon. And as you can see, I'm holding my phone here as microphone para marinig nyo ako. So this is an app called Voice Record Pro here. And ito yung gagamitin natin para marinig nyo ako. So let's go and check out our setup. Let's start with the sound, our instruments. Okay. First and foremost sa setup namin na gusto kong ipakita is yung drums namin. This is our drums right here. This is a Tama Stagestar 5-piece na drum kit. And we have cymbals here. It's the 20th anniversary A custom cymbals by Zildjian. And then Setyan, eto, medium crash for our crash, a medium thin ride for our ride. And for our hi-hats, eto siya. Master Sound hi-hat. This is a 13-inch hi-hat. And then one of my favorites dito sa setup na to is our K custom fast crash. Careful lang kami dito kasi this can really stack up the sound and fill the room. So medyo cute kami kung pumalo dito. And this is our setup right here. Gusto ko lang ipakita yung mga mics na ginagamit namin. Actually now we're using our Samson DK707 mic. This is a 7-piece na drum kit microphone. Ito yung toms right here sa toms, and then the condensers are also from that set. It's a pencil condenser for our hi-hats, and right here sa ride is our pencil condenser din sa ride. Before, ginamit namin siya as overheads, but since we want to be precise with our hi-hats and our ride na sounds, then we, just transferred it and focused it on the ride. Explanation for that is, since may bleed naman siya from the mics, so it's okay. Ayun. And for our snare, of course, you guys, eto talaga, one of the highlights here. Snare namin is the classic SM57, and that is a classic. You don't want to miss that. Sa kick drum namin, one of the best mics out there sa market is our Audix D6 right here. This is an Audix D6. Ito yung hot na mic ngayon. So this is a recommendation from our church. Me personally, I love this mic. Even one soundman I know sa main namin, eto talaga. So this is a very good mic, Audix D6. Ito din yung brand na ginagamit ng Bethel. They also use Audix for, I think, their toms. So this is a good brand, you guys, Audix D6. And etong mic stand namin dito is just a DIY. Kita nyo yan, that's a flower pot right there. Flower pot yan na mold, okay. Now let's move on to the bass. For our bass guitar, this is our setup. Right here is a mic kasi yung MD namin for this year is our bassist, Luke. Shout out to Luke. And our basses, here are our basses. This is the bass of the church. This is just a regular sound gear Ibanez, 5 strings. We love this. Tapos yung string na ginagamit namin is a D Dario light gauge. Fresh pa to, ngayon lang. And then, ito yung personal bass ng bassist namin. This is an Ibanez sound gear. You may see this from the video. A song I covered, no? Ito yung ginamit ko doon. So, just a 4-string Ibanez sound gear Geo. Nice tone for, an entry-level bass. And then, right here is our bass amp. Nasa likod, right here. We love this. This is just a Fender Rumble. Tapos, eto, may Aguilar din kami na tone hammer. As of the moment, we're not using it. Pag nabilhan na to ng adapter, then we'll use this. Right there. Now, let's proceed to the guitars. Sa guitar namin, this is our guitar place here. So we use a Washburn X series, but hindi na to yung original kasi customized na siya. Yung original na lang dito is the neck, and I think everything else is custom na. Ito yung body na to is actually a custom body na iba na to, ginawa niya. And then pickups we use Wilkinson's pickups, which are great pickups. If you're looking for budget pickups right there, Wilkinson's, everybody. You can buy them sa Guitar Pusher. And then, yeah, a 5-way switch and a tone knob and then a volume knob right there. We also have another guitar. It's a hammer. Binigay ito ng isa sa friends namin dito sa church, and our guitarist loves it. So this is also a guitar we use. And an acoustic guitar right here. for an acoustic guitar player. But for now, we don't have one, so nandyan lang siya. As you can see, no, sa setup natin, may guitar hangers kami sa gilid because we like it. For our guitar effects, this is what we use. We still use a Boss GT10. We love its OD overdrives. We love its drives, but not so much on the reverb. Medyo kinakapos na kami. We wanna upgrade sa reverbs, but soon, darating tayo dyan. Helix for the win. Baka naman. And this is what we use. Now, our guitar setup is on stereo. So, naka-left-right siya, right here. 2 PLs, tapos dalawang DI din. So that's stereo yung setup natin sa guitar. Very important, if you want a big guitar tone, go stereo. Pero if naka-amp ka, medyo tricky yan kasi mics eh. But for this digital effects, way easy kasi left-right lang. Rekta na siya. And also in this guitar effects processor, meron itong amp simulators. So we actually use 2 amps here, a Vox AC30 and yung Marshall na JC. So that's it for our guitars. Still Boss GT10. Let's go to our keyboard. For our keyboards, this is a Krome 61 keys. So it's not weighted, but it does the job. Very important thing ito sa sound natin kasi modern worship sound, pads and everything. It's a very nice keyboard too kasi may touch screen siya. Mas madali siyang i-control. Very important are the knobs right here. We use this for volume ng pads. We also use this for cut-off, low pass ba or high pass filter. Basta, kinakat namin yung highs to give space for the voices. Ayun. So, very, very important. Ang daming nagagawa ng keyboard na to, but we are yet to exhaust it. Medyo malayo-layo pa yun. But it does the work, you guys. Krome 61 keys by Korg. Alright. Let's go now to our microphones. Alright. This is our microphones right here. Wala din itong mics. Asa mo itong mics? Nandito yung microphones natin. Very important, no, yung microphones natin. Ito yung Shure SM58. Now, these are budget microphones ng Shure. Sobrang cheap lang nito. It's 6,300 last time ko chinek. So, SM58 now wired for our singers. And then we use an SM58 wireless for our pastor. Okay, very, very important. We also have labels for our mics. Eto, look at that. Pastor, right there. Zoom mo. Pastor. Very important to have labels kasi maraming mics. So we only use 3 microphones for our singers kasi medyo kapos na kami sa mixer namin. But all good. Quick tip, in labeling your microphones or your gear, use the labelers na ginagamit sa books. They're actually sold in National Bookstore, so just buy them there. Medyo pricey, but it's worth it. Makes your labeling look professional. So that is it for our inputs, no? Microphones and instruments and all. Now let's go to our rack, our audio rack. So I'm excited for this. Let's go. So eto, nandito tayo ngayon sa rack namin. This is a very secret place. This is our Holy of Holies right here. This is the reason why tumutunog kami dito sa church, and I'm so excited to explain this to you. This is the mixer that we use, guys. Look at this. This blue thing is the mixer that we use. Diba? Para siyang stage box lang. This is actually a Soundcraft UI24R wireless digital mixer. 24 channels siya. 20 yung may physical inputs, tapos 4 yung digital. May 8 auxiliaries siya, and of course, dalawang outs for left and right, and then dalawang headphone outs. Very important for our system because we wanted to be portable. We used to do our services sa SM, so mall. So tear down, set up and tear down kami every Sunday. Punta kami doon, set up, and then baklas. Tapos set up na naman next Sunday, tapos baklas. So we wanted to be portable. That's why we built this rack right here. So pinaka-brain namin is etong UI24R by Soundcraft, and then for our monitoring, you guys, we use this Presonus HP60, itong gray na to right there. That is our headphone amplifier sa setup namin. why did we choose headphone amplifier instead of, traditional wedges? Number one, kasi we wanted to be portable. We want our setup to be easy and tear down to be easy and lighter. And this is actually a very efficient way then to monitor. Bigyan mo ng monitor mix yung drummer mo. Okay, rinig niya yung sarili niya by just one cable instead of, wedge. So that's a very good setup for you then. If you wanna know more about this, then check out the in-ear monitoring video that I made. That'll be awesome for you guys. So yung musicians natin are all wired in-ears, yung monitoring nila. So they just use their earphones. And actually, we use KZ ZSN Pros. Ayun, yun yung brand. KZ ZSN Pro yung brand ng in-ears namin. You guys should check that out. Budget lang pero solid. For our vocalists, we just added this. I also have a video for this. This is our X-Tuga RW2080. So this is a wireless system. For just 10,000 to 11,000 pesos, you have 4 belt packs and 1 transmitter. Etong transmitter na to can only have 2 mixes, 2 separate mixes. So nangyayari, yung worship leader natin or yung service worship leader natin, siya yung may unique na mix. Tapos yung dalawang co-leads or backup singers, shared lang yung mix nila. But the point is they can hear themselves clear without having the need to have floor wedges. So as you can see sa stage namin, point the camera there, we don't have wedges because what we have are in-ears sa lahat ng performers natin. If you have questions about this, comment down below. Alright? If you want to know more about this in-ear setup, check out the video. Now let's go to our speakers. For our speakers, these are the speakers that we use. We use the JBL's Eon 15 for now. These are active speakers, super solid sounding speakers. Dati tong floor monitors namin sa SM setup because we have JBL SRX 815s for our mains pero yung isa is under repair so hopefully ma-okay na siya. So ito yung gamit namin ngayon, Eon 15 inches. These are very good speakers, budget din, solid na quality budget speakers for churches out there. So you guys should check this out. For our subwoofers, eto. One of the best subwoofers I ever experienced, mixing with handling JBL SRX815 powered subwoofers, 1,000 watts to. These are great subwoofers. Very, very great for churches kasi hindi mo ramdam na nandyan siya, but it's there. It's deep. It's low. Kung sa Bisaya pa na, litok kayo ang tunog. So these are great subwoofers. You guys check this out. So this is our system right here. So let's move on now to our lighting equipment. Let me show you just our humble basic lighting DMX setup right here. Ito yung controller natin. It's a basic controller. Again guys, very important, label natin, New Life, kasi sa church to. So just some regular controllers for the lights that we have. Now let's go to our lighting right there. So what we have in our front lights are Big Dipper LC001H. So pan natin dun yung camera para makita nila ang placement. So ayun, just some regular lights that we have. So the goal sa lights na to, because we have low ceiling, is just to 45 degrees sa speaker. Kasi si pastor will stand right here. So we wanna have our lights there at least medyo 45 degrees. Very important, never use colored lights sa front nyo. Except if you want your pastor to look like an avatar. So for us, we wanna maintain the skin tones. So buy amber white LED lights, for your front lights. Or better yet, if your budget can allow you to buy, the ellipsoidal lights for frontals, that will be so good. Tapos eto, dito sa backlights natin, we actually use the Big Dipper LP001. So Big Dipper LP001, pataas siya because we wanna light up this stage designs. So it's weird na stage designs yung tawag namin na wala kaming stage. Front designs daw. Tapos, very, very important are these lights right here. These are just, LP001s din, pero it serves as backlights. Purpose of backlights is to emphasize the shadow and the shape of the person, of the subject. That's very important in lighting because it will separate your subject from the background. Yan yung purpose ng backlights natin. Alright, now, how about our stage designs right here? This works hand in hand with our lightings. These are tarima wood planks. So, repurposed natin to sila. These are not brand new, fresh cut tarimas. Yung pang shipment na tarimas, ni-repurpose lang natin. We bought it for such a low price. And then, by the works of our handymans here in church, we made these things right here. So actually, this cost us a couple of thousand pesos, but that's relatively cheap if bagong wood yung bibilhin nyo. So might wanna consider if you're a church on a budget, and I guess that's why you're here kasi you want a budget, consider repurposed wood for your church. Another thing that we have for our lighting setup is our side fills right here. These side fills right here are amber white din na lights, LED pa rin, pero yung brand nito is Aero lights. They serve the same purpose. These are for the subjects here sa front so that they can be seen. Specifically, ito is for our worship team. Tapos yung front naman is for our pastors. That's it for our lighting setup.